Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever episode of Saffy Talks. Since this is the first ever episode, the grand launch, let me tell you what Saffy Talks is all about. In Saffy Talks, I, Saffy, bring a special guest and do a fun interview podcast video thing with them. And if you need a little bit of positivity and fun into your day, then this is the video for you. Today, as a special guest, I brought the one and only Bunicorn.
Hi everybody!
It is such an honor to have you today, Bunicorn.
I'm so excited to be here, and it's my pleasure.
We'll start off by doing some questions and then play some fun games.
That sounds good.
So, the first question is, what motivated you to start YouTube?
That's an amazing question. I think what motivated me was just that I love creating content, and actually editing my videos is one of my favorite parts of it. So I saw so many cool content creators online and wanted to do something like that myself. So I thought of starting to post YouTube videos, and as I saw that more people were watching them and subscribing, I just felt more motivated to continue with my passions, which are Roblox and art.
That's amazing. And if you don't know who Bunicorn is yet, then that's okay, but hit pause right now. Link is in the description and in the upper right hand corner. Go to her channel and hit subscribe, because let me tell you something. Her channel is amazing, definitely very positive and very just amazing and very happy and positive place to be. So definitely go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already.
Thank you so much, Saffy. And yes, make sure you're subscribed with post notifications turned on. She's a really talented YouTuber and she works really hard on all of her videos. Make sure to subscribe to Saffy. And now let's continue with the questions.
Thank you so much, Bunicorn. And yes, let's continue. What is something you do every day to maintain your positivity? Because when I watch your videos, I feel very positive and happy, and it's like my safe place, you know? It's just like when I'm having a bad day, it's not going great, I watch your video and it just makes me happy. And how do you maintain your positivity? How are you in every video very up and positive? Because in my videos, you can tell I'm not all the time very positive. Some videos are a bit more serious, but in all of your videos, there's that positive vibe. And how do you maintain that?
Thank you, Saffy. I think probably what I do is, like, when I get frustrated that something's not working, I take a deep breath and try again. And on my Apple Watch, I have this thing that is called Breathe. It's like an app which helps you like take deep breaths and calm down for just a minute. Whenever I feel too stressed out or angry, I just do that breathe, and it really helps me calm down. And then I start again with whatever I was doing, and it helps me to do it a bit better next time.
That's such an amazing technique, and definitely taking deep breaths, just like getting a hold of yourself, like makes you feel a lot better. And then with the positive attitude, you can definitely continue doing what you do. Also,
Definitely.
Are there any other techniques you use to be upright and happy? Like some topics, even if you're feeling great and happy, are a bit more serious. Like, how do you cope with that? How do you try to get it out in the best way possible? Like, you're giving constructive criticism, or you're not entirely happy with something, but that's not like having a mental strain on yourself. Like, how do you get it out so smoothly and kindly? Like, how do you do that?
That's a great question once again, and in addition to taking deep breaths, I like to remind myself that whoever I'm talking to is someone who cares about me, and that, like, if I did something kind to you, you'd probably return the favor. And to me, like, kindness is everything, because sometimes the smallest kind gestures can make someone's day. So I try to like keep that positivity by reminding myself every time before I say something, I think about it and like say it with like the most positive meaning, because you really want to just keep a positive environment for yourself and others. And the best way to do that is really just trying to execute your words in a positive way.
That is amazing, and I just love what you said. But one thing I always doubt myself before saying is constructive criticism. You want to help them in the best way, but you don't want them to take it like, oh, I'm just trying to hurt them or being mean. And a lot of people do that without even realizing it. And I think it's very important that people understand there's a big difference between being mean and just not thinking, and constructive criticism, thinking and saying it in a positive way, or trying to. So what would you do for that?
Exactly, I know what you mean, and there's way more you can do than just saying no offense, because no offense, really, you can still take offense to that, and even if they say it's okay, it doesn't really mean they thought it's okay, because on the inside, people would feel different about it. So you really just want to, when you're saying things, you heard the phrase, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. Well, you don't always want to follow that, because while if you have something mean and you're really just having no good intentions, really just don't say it. But if you're trying to help the other person, what I recommend doing is trying to, like, once again, try to give a positive meaning through it. And when you're like struggling with saying it nicely, maybe just ask them first, can I tell you something? You won't get sad, right? And like, I just let them know how much you care about them, or how much you really don't mean it in any bad way, because you want to make sure you're not like hurting them while you're trying to help them. So remind them like you love them, you care about them, and you're just trying to help them get better.
That is so amazing, and that is one of the reasons why I admire your channel, because it's just that positivity all around, and it's amazing.
Thank you so much, Saffy.
So then moving on, is there an animal which is your spirit animal, and why did you choose that animal? And you might think that is an unusual question, and yes it is, but I personally really like that question because it just shows who you are, and I think it's important to know because as a friend and co-YouTuber, there's some things which I know about you which others don't, and there's still things I don't know about you, and I feel it's important to let people know who you are. And I personally think that you shouldn't change yourself for someone else. So what would you say is your spirit animal?
I think there's lots of animals that represent me, because like, let me just say, when I was younger, I just be like, oh, I'm a unicorn, I'm totally a unicorn. But that's really not the truth, because I'm not really anything like a unicorn. I would say probably a crossover between bunnies and flamingos, but mainly flamingos. And not only are they my favorite animal, but I think flamingos because they're really flamboyant and social. They like to like hang out with others, and being with other people helps them like grow and be better as a person, which I think totally represents me. And in addition, they love, like, I guess you could say they're flexible. They don't do like literal yoga, but they love like playing, like doing those fun kind of things, quirky stuff. I think I'm just like that. And then I also love the color pink, and as you know, flamingos are pink, so those are just some of the reasons why I think they're my spirit animal.
That is amazing. And this might seem a very unusual type of interview, and I know it is very unusual, but I feel like I want this video just to be extremely positive and to help you out, because there's a lot of people which would really help, who really need and support and would love to have your help, and I just want to be one of them and try to help others. So now we'll move a little bit away from the positivity and just talk about some fun things. So what is your favorite thing to do in your free time?
I have a lot of hobbies that I think I really enjoy doing. In fact, I just recently discovered sewing, and now it's like my all-time favorite passion. I don't know why, but it's so satisfying to move the needle and the thread and make something that you really feel proud of creating. But I also really love video editing in my free time. But if you mean non-devices, I enjoy dancing, singing, and specifically painting.
As we're moving on with the podcast, let me give you guys a quick reminder to make sure to click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, as those are free ways of supporting me, and make sure to do the same with Bunicorn. And now, the next question is, what is something that makes you smile?
I think that there are a lot of things that make me smile. If you mean like the most prominent one, probably like funny memes, I guess. I mean, every time I go onto YouTube, there are all these memes like filling up my recommended feed, and I click on them, and there's like a kitty just like, I don't know, like playing the piano or like licking a chocolate bar. I honestly don't know. But sometimes it's like those small things that make me smile. And another thing that makes me smile is like seeing other people around me like get successful or feel happy. It's not just like I don't feel like when other people get something, a big achievement, I don't feel like, oh, why didn't I get it myself? Sometimes I just feel really happy for them. Like for you, for example, when you played Tower of Heck with me just a while ago and you reached the top of the tower, I just felt really purely happy for you, and it makes me happy to see that other people are successful.
That is such a great answer because a lot of people get jealous that someone got something and they didn't, and it's important to push yourself and keep on striving to do the right thing. And I love how you're giving this positive message to everyone. Now, we know you as the positivity queen. We know you're amazing, you're positive, and very happy in your videos. But we've not seen the side of you and what makes you angry. How do you get angry at all? As your friend, I've never seen you angry, and honestly, we have been only friends for such a short amount of time, but it's very. But to just imagine seeing you angry is just like crazy. So, what are some things that make you angry, and how often do you get angry? Because just as important, it's as to be positive and to give as much positivity into your life or your day. It's anger is also a little bit important personally, just to show that anger sometimes is good, like you want to push yourself to be better, but you don't want to get angry at every little thing. So yeah, and so coming back to the question, what are some things that make you angry, and how often are you angry, and how are you like when you're angry?
You don't want to see me when I'm angry, and the reason is because I'm a perfectionist and I don't get angry as much. Sometimes I'm just disappointed in myself because when I make something and don't feel like it's my best work, I just get all sad about it. And in some cases, when I'm just cranky, I get really angry. And you can see me angry in the morning because let me tell you, I'm not a morning person. I wake up and I'm just like yelling at everybody for no reason. Like if my food's not ready in time or if like I can't find something, I'm really cranky in the morning. But probably that's I try not to be angry too much. Like how I said, I do the deep breaths because when I'm like angry at people, I feel like it probably just hurts their feelings, especially like what I told you about the morning, like just yelling at people when it's my fault. I didn't wake up on time, so I guess I do get angry quite often, like around every 1 or 2 days. But it's more important for me to control it because you don't want to let out too much for people who don't deserve to hear it.
Yeah, and taking that answer and going to the next question, how do you control your anger? Because I personally think a little bit of anger is important so you can push yourself, but as it's important like to push yourself, just get angry at like, ugh, I couldn't do it, I want to be better, but you don't want to be too angry. And just as you want to be positive, you don't want to just be completely positive, because I feel you need to also experience everything in life, and anger control is very important. And let me tell you something, probably everyone in this world has felt anger. And how do you control your anger?
I think there are lots of ways you can do it, and what I do, I guess, sometimes it's my family that helps me cool off, my family and friends, but I have not gotten angry much in front of my friends. It's usually just like I keep a lot of things to myself, so when my bottle finally bursts, I usually need someone around me to help me like comfort myself, because otherwise it's hard for me to control myself. At times I need someone there to remind me or like tell me that I'm being too, like, I don't like to make people upset, so when someone reminds me that I'm hurting their feelings, it makes me like, it gets me into that transition of angry sad, then sad and upset, and after a while it just cools off because I just want to stop. I get angry at myself because I don't want to be that way, so that's probably how I like to control myself.
That is a lovely answer, and as we're progressing through this interview, let's take a quick little break. As you all know, this is the first episode, the grand launch of Saffy Talks, and I couldn't be more proud. And if you aren't subscribed already, then I highly recommend to do so, as if you're still watching, that means you're enjoying this episode and you want to see more of my content, so make sure to subscribe, as subscribing, liking, and commenting are free ways of supporting me. And that is what gives me the motivation to keep on going. So guys, let me give you guys a few clues about who I'm interviewing next, and if you guess this person correctly, I'll give you guys a shout out in my next video, so make sure to comment your guesses down below. I know this person more than as a YouTuber. She's my friend, and I've been in some good times and bad times with her. She's been doing YouTube for about 7 to 10 months, and she has over 3K subscribers, and I hope this gives you all the clues you need, and let's continue with this interview. So moving on, who inspires you and why?
Well, if you're talking about in terms of YouTube, there are like numerous YouTubers who inspire me, but for Roblox specifically, there's a YouTuber named F.A.Q who really inspires me because her videos are amazing and she puts so much work into her editing, and she's like an idol for me in Roblox. But outside of Roblox and like overall in life in general, I think that someone who inspires me the most is my mom, because she's always just giving me so much great advice, and I love the way like she is to me and how she's so kind and like generous, so I really aspire to be like her.
That's amazing. So now we'll be doing a game of weird questions. I only have 3, but it's fine. Number 1, if you were stranded on an island and could only bring one thing, and what would that be? And this does not include like things like food, water. You have all that taken care of, but you can only bring like one thing. What would that be?
There's so many things that I could bring, honestly. It's hard to think about one. I probably want to bring a family member with me, because if I'm stranded on, like one of my biggest fears is just being alone. So I think I probably it doesn't count as a thing, but I'd probably just bring along a family member, because if I'm gonna be stranded on an island, I'm gonna be stranded on an island with someone I know.
That's amazing. And next, what is your biggest fear? Your deepest, darkest fear?
I have no idea, because I have so many different fears. Like, I'm scared of heights, I'm scared of bugs, I'm scared of bees. I mean, I know it's a bug. I'm almost scared of like everything in general, but I guess spiders. I'm just so or not spiders, like spiders and bees, because I don't know why. Every time I see a bee, I'm probably gonna flinch, or if I'm like alone, I might run away screaming, because I'm just way too scared.
If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
Questions always puzzled me, because if I had 3 wishes, I'd probably do a lot of thinking. And I still don't know till date, because there's like so many things you can wish for. You really want to be smart with your wishes. You don't want to just wish like, I wish I could have $1 million, because you really want to like think hard. And I wouldn't do that $1 million thing, because I feel like you should work hard for your own money, and that's kind of what life is. You work hard and you get the results. So I wouldn't ask for something like that. Instead, I'd probably, maybe this might not be the best, but I'd kind of ask for my whole family to be immortal forever, including me.
Interesting. I've never heard the answer before. Yeah, that is an amazing answer though, and I definitely think if you work hard in real life, you'll definitely get the results. Like, if you try and keep on working at it, you'll get the results, even if it takes time. It could take 1 year, it could take 1 week, it could take 10 days, it could take a whole 10 years. We don't know. But yeah, it's amazing. I really like your answers. It's very positive and very real world like. Next, if you had the entire YouTube's attention for 1 minute, what would you say?
Oh wow, entire YouTube, that's a lot of people.
The creators, creators who created YouTube, the people who manage it, YouTubers, people who watch YouTube, everyone.
I think probably I'd say something like please check out my channel, because I work really hard, and I feel like not just me, I'd probably give a shout out to many other smaller YouTubers, because I don't want to only think about myself in this case. I know there's lots of people out there, and they would also love to get more attention. What else would I say? If I were spreading some message, an important message, I'd probably say that too, but at the moment I wouldn't know what that is, so probably just to subscribe to me and a bunch of other small YouTubers.
That's amazing. And similar to the first one, this is another part. If you had the entire Roblox community's attention for 1 minute, what would you say?
Wow, I actually never really thought about that. But if I had the whole Roblox, maybe I would ask them like to maybe help me make my own game because I've always wanted to develop something on Roblox, but I don't know how. And the reason is because first of all, my computer doesn't have the software, and I don't even know if I have the time and patience to do one of those things. So I'd probably have to like ask a lot of people for help. And during that 1 minute, I might make a lot of friends. And after I have those friends, they can help me and help me like develop games and my own like GFX and stuff like that.
This is the last part or last question to the weird questions. And if you had the entire world's attention for 1 minute, what would you say? It doesn't matter, like, it's everyone who lives in this world as human beings, you know? People, like, everyone, you know? Really. What would you say?
At the moment, I like given this current COVID situation, I just tell everyone to be safe because some people are just neglecting that, and I really just want the world to go back to normal. I think I'm not the only one. There's a bunch of people who feel that way as well. But I really just I've always been a germaphobe, and I want like people to really care about themselves and others because just one person could make everything like all the dominoes go down. And I really hope that people will try and be safe during these challenging times.
And again, that is a great answer. And I just love that you're trying to protect others and want the best for this world. So next we're going to play a game of who's more likely to. And basically I'll tell the question and I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and then we shout out the answer of who's more likely to. So me or you. Who's more likely to get hurt from something stupid? 3, 2, 1, me.
Bunicorn. Oh wow, I actually thought it might be myself, but I guess we both know each other, or like ourselves better than we know each other. So it could be that both of us, because I guess like I don't, you never really know what could happen until you get thrown into the situation yourself.
You know, I do very stupid things, and I'm really stupid. It's crazy, you know. Me and my extreme close friend, there's only one person who knows that side of me, and I see as a perfectionist, like I'm not gonna do anything stupid, but you know, I think you wanted to say me, but you were trying to be nice.
Who's more likely to become a TikTok star? 3, 2, 1, you.
Me. Yay! I think myself, and that's only because I am a huge TikTok fan. Like I don't actually have TikTok, but I watch TikTok on YouTube 24/7 almost, and it's like my favorite thing. So I feel like I'd probably become a TikTok star rather than a YouTube star because personally I think TikTok's more like my thing.
Cool. You know, I don't see myself as a TikTok star, maybe as a YouTube star, but I don't know. But you know, you do those edits on your channel which seems so TikTok-y, and I feel like you become the TikTok star. So yeah. Who's more likely to hit 100K in the next 1 year? 3, 2, 1, you.
Saffy. Oh, wow.
Well, you have more subscribers. You're gaining a lot faster than I am, and you know, like I can see you hitting a big milestone in the next 1 year more than me.
I think your content's so amazing. You totally deserve more, and you also are growing pretty fast. Like if you think about it, because when I started, like when I met you, I was already like a little bit higher than you.
Moving on. Who's more likely to get a chance of meeting their idol? 3, 2, 1. Both of us?
Saffy? Oh, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting. Probably, yeah, both of us, because we both, I guess we're both equal. We have equal chances. There's not really, I've never been to a concert though before, so.
You know, I don't know why, but I have a feeling that will have a chance. Basically what I meant was I usually have a fire inside me which will keep me going till the end when I set my mind to do something to achieve it. So that's what I meant. So moving on, who's more likely to buy a Lamborghini someday? 3, 2, 1, you.
Me. I guess we both agreed on that. No, it's because I'm all about like fashion. fashion and high design stuff, and I'd probably work really hard if I wanted a Lamborghini, which I'm always talking about. It's like one of my dreams to get in the future. It's really expensive, but I hope that if I work hard enough for it, I'll be able to do it because it is a really cool car.
Anyway, who's more likely to turn a bad day into a great day? 3, 2, 1, you.
You.
What? No, you have not. You say that because you don't know. You have never lived with me, and if there's a bad day, it's a bad day, and I hide it from others so they don't They don't see me like that. But if it's a bad day, it's a bad day. Well,
same, but like it's literally same for me. If I'm bad, if I'm in a bad mood, everything starts going downhill because I scream at someone, they scream at me, then we're all in a bad mood. It just keeps spreading that negativity. So I feel like maybe both of us actually.
Next, who's more likely to be more successful in life? 3, 2, 1. Both of us.
Both of us.
Because we're really good. Anyway, last one. Who's more likely to be more popular? This could be TikTok, YouTube, in real life. Who's more likely to be more popular? 3, 2, 1. You. Wait. I just feel like you're like that popular girl, like TikTok, YouTube. But I feel like I could be popular, but I don't really think that people would want to know me.
The reason I became your friend is because I noticed you for how kind you were and how like outgoing and kind. Basically, everything about you was so awesome, and that's why I wanted to be your friend. And I'm sure that lots of people would want to know you and be your like best friend, close friend, because you're just an amazing. I think you would become like more popular.
So guys, before this video ends, I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. And I know since this is my first time interviewing someone and it was just a whole new concept for me, I know this wasn't the best, but over time I'm sure my skills will improve. And again, thank you guys for watching, and yeah. So guys, with that being said, we have come to the end of the first ever episode of Saffy Talks. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and an even bigger thank you to Bunicorn for joining me here today. Make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, as those are free ways of supporting me and I really appreciate it. And make sure to check out Bunicorn's channel if you haven't already. It's linked in both in the iCard and in the description, so make sure to go check her out. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!